Her jet plane thing says B on it.
Jensen, I need to speak with you. Meet me in your office right away.
I'd love to, Francis, but I have to debrief Seriff first.
I suppose you could, or you could hear what I have to say and see if that doesn't change things. Pritchard out.
Okay.
I can't believe it, Jensen. An internment camp smack dab in the middle of Detroit. Shit.
Yeah. Now. Oh. These are both things. Okay. So, we've got to go to debrief Seriff and talk to Pritchard.
We need everyone on high alert. It's not only the pro-Augs who might want to get at Taggart, but the ones against them too.
You're saying that pro-human activists might see this visit as treachery?
I'm just saying anything is possible, so keep your eyes out for suspicious characters.
Right.
I'm not suspicious at all. Huh. So do I go up to the elevator or do I go into my office? I mean, my office is right here. And his isn't.
What do you want?
As much as I hate to admit it, I need your help. That signal you shut down in DRB territory. It's been active for almost a year.
You're telling me someone outside this company has had access to our network since before the first attack?
I've detected intrusions before and shut them down swiftly every time. But whoever designed this particular algorithm is good. Very good.
You've told Seriff?
See, here's the thing. The intrusions were possible because of a backdoor access into our security system that I never even knew existed.
The one Sanders' team used to get inside our plant.
I've worked here for 7 years, Jensen, and this is the first time I've seen that particular access route. David Seriff created it specifically to bypass the firewall. He's hiding something, and I think you should find out what it is.
Why me?
Because, as far as I can tell, Seriff created that access and was streaming a lot of data through it shortly after your ex-girlfriend suggested he hire you.
Oh. Okay. So, Seriff's hiding something. Yeah, I'm gonna save this after seeing we just did a boss fight and all, which ended with a rocket launcher, both of which and the sniper rifle I have to go drop off. But first, let's go talk to Seriff. Because this isn't going to turn into an interrogation at all. There's 2 of them up here. I must find 2 things. Oh, that's not good.
Excuse me.
Mr. Jensen, isn't it?
Sir, you have that charity dinner?
In a moment, Isaiah. I was hoping I might run into you, Mr. Jensen. Bill Taggart.
The founder of the Humanity Front. I know who you are.
Yes. Yes, I imagine you do. As David Seriff's top security man, I imagine you have quite the file on me. But I assure you, Mr. Jensen, I am devastated by recent events.
Really?
I do not support what you and your company are doing to mankind. I believe it's extremely dangerous. But abolishing human enhancement technologies will only be achieved through legal means.
I'll keep that in mind.
This is your first day back since the accident 6 months ago, isn't it?
Sir, we have to go.
First
There was
day.
no accident.
Ah, my mistake. But it must have been stressful facing down a second incident so soon. I imagine it brought back all kinds of unpleasant memories.
I appreciate your concern, but there's nothing I couldn't handle. My memories are none of your damn business. Let's stay cool in front of this guy, as he himself said.
I appreciate your concern, Mr. Taggart, but it was nothing I couldn't handle.
I'm a psychologist, Mr. Jensen. I know when a man is hiding behind words. The flesh may heal, but the mind is not always so resilient. You might want to keep that in mind. Now, if you'll be so kind as to excuse me.
I'm curious, what does you hope by accomplishing here? Not just that you got balls coming here. What makes you think you'd be welcome? I'm gonna question him.
I'm curious about something, Mr. Taggart. What is it you hope to accomplish by coming here tonight?
I would think that would be obvious. Your company has been viciously targeted. The violence and bloodshed that's occurred, it must be stopped. But I'm afraid it won't be until men of wisdom and understanding come to an agreement.
This
About
guy
what?
is really
About
twitchy.
the future, Mr. Jensen. This enhancement technology threatens to change the course of human evolution, to redefine what it even means to be human. You think governments can afford to let that go unregulated?
You can't stop progress, Mr. Taggart.
Perhaps not. But neither can we afford to sit by and watch it happen on its own. Not when we have the ability, the collective will, and foresight to influence it.
I see. Thank you for illuminating me.
Anytime.
Twitchy man.
Just doing my job here, sir. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're Taggart's aide, aren't you? Dr. Isaiah Sandoval, isn't it?
No need to play ignorant, Mr. Jensen. I am quite sure you have a file on me that's as thick as the one you have on Mr. Taggart.
You're an outspoken activist in your own right, Dr. Sandoval.
When you have seen the things that I have, you find you have no choice but to stand up and be counted. Frankly, I am surprised an ex-cop like yourself isn't more disturbed by the dangers of this technology.
Augmentations help a lot of people, Doc. Handicapped, war vets.
Yes, but at what cost? My own friend had his life ruined by these so-called enhancements of yours. A man much like you who had no choice but to become augmented. Yet once he was... Too much power can make you do terrible things, Mr. Jensen. I suggest you think long and hard on that.
I'd like to hear more about your friend. Yeah.
I'd like to hear more about your friend, Dr. Sandoval. What exactly did he do?
Nothing.
Was he injured in the Gulf?
He went on a rampage in a shopping mall, if you must know, hoping to be gunned down by the police, rather than face a lifetime battling augmentation addiction.
He was addicted to augments?
They don't talk about it in those corporate brochures of yours, do they? Neuroposine dependency, rejection psychosis, any number of physical and psychological ills have resulted from this technology, and yet we rarely hear a word about them.
I'm sure the literature is out there.
No thanks to the throng of corporate lawyers attempting to stop it.
Your friend, did he succeed? Did he suicide by cop?
No. Bill Taggart talked him down.
I can't talk to you.
Athena, you've been at this company a long time.
I hope that's not a comment about my age, Adam.
No. But I know nothing gets by you. If Seriff had done something that could compromise us.
Mr. Seriff has only the best interests of this company in mind, Adam.
I'm not questioning that.
Aren't you? I've been here since the beginning. I've seen how he built this up from nothing. He cares for his people. He truly believes what we're doing is important, and he would never do anything to jeopardize it.
I shouldn't have brought it up.
No, you shouldn't have. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm busy.
Wow, she's way touchier than she was last time. Okay, I want to see what the second one is. One's obviously go talk to him. I have a feeling the second is go confront him. Yeah. Well, here we go.
Boss, we need to talk.
Is something wrong?
I'm not sure. Did you set up a private access route to bypass the company firewall right before you hired me?
What?
Pritchard said someone's been using it to access our system since before the first attack. The security measures he and I set in place never stopped them because we didn't even know the loophole existed.
Oh, I see. Frank's fixed that, though, right?
He has now, but he's wondering why you never mentioned it.
Frank's paranoid, Adam. You know that. Can a busy man forget things once in a while?
You streamed an awful lot of data through that portal, boss. Right before you brought me on board. Pritchard may be paranoid, but I gotta admit, I'm wondering what was in it too.
Yeah, as an ex-cop, I guess you would. But the important thing is you found the hole and plugged it. We're secure now. And the information you uncovered in that FEMA facility may actually help us track these guys. So let's just stay focused on what's important.
Sure is dodging the question. Up behind my back on this one, boss. With all due respect, you hired me to keep this place secure, but I can't do that if you're not 100% straight with me. Of course, you're right. Maybe Pritchard's paranoid is rubbing off on me, but It's just that the timing seems so strange. Right before you hired me? I don't think it might be more than a coincidence. I want to, believe me, I want to catch these guys as badly as you do, but the breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
Adam, are we done here?
No, I had to read all that. Refocus?
I want to, believe me. I want to catch these guys as badly as you do. But that breach is responsible for every security crisis we've had, including today's. If you want me to stop these guys, I need to know what kind of data they've had access to.
Come on.
You're right, you're right. I'm sorry if I seem evasive.
A little bit.
But there's something you're not getting here, Adam. Business is war, with no clear battleground and no rules to keep our enemies honest. In this company, I'm the commander-in-chief, and I have to be ready for anything, and I will do anything to ensure that I am. Now, I hired you because I needed a general I could trust, one who knows how to obey orders.
I think I proved myself today, and the only reason I'm worried about that loophole right now is because the data you streamed through it could have been accessed, backtraced, and stolen by the man who attacked us. Our enemies might still find a way to hurt us with it. Don't get me wrong, boss, I'm questioning your leadership, but I'm not. I'm concerned the data you streamed might have been compromised, accessed by the hacker who attacked. How do you suggest you handle it? I think we're getting sidetracked here. If you want me to win this war for you, I need to know how badly you've been compromised, and you know what the data streaming case. I think I'm gonna defend it.
I think I proved myself today. And the only reason I'm worried about that loophole right now is because the data you streamed through it could have been accessed, backtraced, and stolen by the men who attacked us. Our enemies might still find a way to hurt us with it.
I wasn't criticizing you, Adam. But I suppose you raise a good point.
Thank you.
I just wonder if you're being a bit paranoid here. Fixating on details that aren't critical? I mean, are you so shaken up by what happened 6 months ago, by your failure to make a difference then, that you can't roll with the punches anymore? Damn it, Adam! I brought you back in today because you have an immediate crisis to deal with. Questioning me about things that don't matter isn't going to bring Megan back.
Never meant to imply. Look, I'll back off if that's what you want, but then you start dragging me into this, it kind of puts me on the defensive. With all due respect, sir, I'm trying to do my job. The job you hired me to do, and then even brought me back a month early for tonight, but it feels like you're getting in the way, especially when you start bringing Megan into this. Megan, boss, what does Megan have to do with things? I thought we were discussing a Yeah.
Megan? Boss, what does Megan have to do with any of this? I thought we were discussing a security breach.
We were. She doesn't. I mean, Adam, you're missing the point. If I'm reluctant to share the data with you, it's because there's legal issues involved. Every company has its secrets, son. And Megan's research was a big part of ours. But the data I streamed has nothing to do with her. It wasn't even proprietary in nature, so I don't want you wasting any more time harping on it. The shareholders expect me to take care of it, and I will. So leave it to me to deal with from here.
Boss, I'm sorry if you think this is a big waste of time. I just don't want to see anyone else get hurt by because of the information I didn't have. But if you really believe this data can't hurt us, then it won't come back somehow to bite us in the ass, and I trust you. 6 months ago, mercenaries knew stuff about this company that I didn't and used it to get past my security measures. I don't really care what kind of secrets you and Megan are keeping back then. I just want to make sure they don't endanger us again. It's like nothing better. I'd like nothing better than trust you with this, boss, but trust is a two-way street, and the way you've handled this entire conversation...
Are we done here?
Makes me think you aren't the one who's trusting me. Why, boss? What is it you're so afraid to tell me?
I would like nothing better than to trust you with this, boss. But trust is a two-way street, and the way you've handled this entire conversation so far makes me think that it's you who isn't trusting me. Why, boss? What is it you're so afraid to tell me?
Adam, of course I trust you, son. And it's not that I'm afraid to tell you the truth. It's just that, honestly, I'm afraid you'll take it the wrong way.
He sounds
all
real
right.
whiny.
Look, the truth is, I set up a confidential data channel for a private investigator, someone who can run covert background checks on people. Potential new recruits, like you.
You what?
I had to, Adam. You were a liability, remember? You'd just been fired from SWAT. Now, Megan believed in you, but I had to be sure. Look, I don't want this to come between us. I'll send the files to your computer. You can see for yourself what he dug up. But Adam, you'd better be sure.
Why? What do you mean?
I mean, sometimes the past should stay in the past. Once you see that data, you can't unring the bell. When you're ready, come back and talk to me. We need to discuss our next move.
Silver Tongue. I talked him into it. He didn't like me talking him into it. Yes, boss. But right now, I need to go deal with that information and my current full inventory. Okay, I'm back in my office, and I've got some praxis kits to spend. And I think, as much as I need the reflex booster, I think I'm gonna get the legs first, so I can jump and eventually be silent. In the next one, I'm gonna get the reflex booster. And now I have cyber legs. Okay, let's go and see. David. Mr. Seriff. Like, you can see the street and walk around. Oh, not anymore. Okay, time to go debrief him about what happened.
Here, this is for you. It's a corporate passport encoded with your biometrics. I've set up a false flag routing which should get you to Henshaw Island without any problems.
You're sending me to China? What about FEMA?
FEMA's got nothing to do with this, trust me. We'll have better luck in China.
How can you say that? I saw the bastard who killed Megan pulling his men out of that facility. I left one of those men dead in its underground storage bay.
I know that, Adam. Frank was monitoring the whole thing. So I also know that before he died, that man gave you an address in China. I want you to check it out.
That doesn't make any sense.
Look, Adam. There's a reason this company's under attack. You think it has to do with the typhoon or with some other top-secret military project that I haven't told you about?
The thought had crossed my mind.
Yeah, well, it doesn't. The work Megan's team was doing before they were killed, it was redefining what it means to be human. This company, Seriff Industries, was about to lead mankind to its next stage in human development. Self-controlled evolution. Can't you see how scary that can be to some people?
Sure. I also see how lucrative it can be for some others.
It's never been about money for me, Adam. But you're right. There are people out there who don't exactly feel the same.
Like who?
I'm hoping you'll be able to find that answer for us in China. So get going. Farida's prepping the chopper.
Okay.
You have your orders, Adam. Meet Farida at the helipad as soon as you're ready to leave.
Okay, maybe I should just talk to him first. But I guess I'm off to China now. Okay, I think we're gonna end this here. See you guys next time when we're off to China. See you then.